just be showing you what I eat as a vegan. I have been vegan now for I think 4 years or maybe more. I honestly have stopped counting, but I am blessed with the ability to cook most of my meals at home, although I like to cook very big meals at a time when I do cook so that I have food readily available and meal prepped for me at all times, which is a major life hack if you're trying to eat healthy or if you're trying to transition your diet or you just don't want to have to worry about getting good food that you like when you're on a busy schedule, is just meal prepping and always having something delicious in your fridge. So these are quicker meals that I eat on a day where I am running around or have to leave the house. These are kind of like some go-to staple things that I'll make and have meal prepped, or that I'll make and eat as I'm running out the door. It is kind of early right now and I have my own Brita filter in my room. I have 4 roommates and there's a Brita filter in the kitchen, but I drink so much water that I knew that I needed to have my own in my room, so I definitely stay hydrated. I'm going to do my morning yoga. I really feel like doing the primary series this morning. I hope that you guys are feeling good in the new year so far. I think a lot of people put pressure on themselves in the new year to immediately be this new, transformed, better version of themselves, but growth takes time. And I didn't sleep in this, but I just put it on for the intro, by the way. It wraps right here, and this is thrifted. I know I'm gonna get a lot of questions. I thrifted this from Feng Shui. It's a thrift store in Greenpoint. I'm gonna get on my yoga mat and I'll see you guys for breakfast. I wanted to give a special thanks to Lifesum for sponsoring today's video. Lifesum is a food and exercise diary app which I have been loving using because I've never actually tracked my macros or my nutrition, and this is an amazing way to do so. I love the barcode scanner because I can easily scan something that I'm eating and have that listed in one of my meals for the day. Lifesum really helps you stay focused on your fitness goals, whether you want to lose weight, maintain weight, or gain weight. I just want to maintain my weight and make sure that I'm getting a well-rounded diet, and there's so many different diet plans or meal plans that they have within the app and a plethora of recipes, just an endless world of yummy new things to try. I of course love the vegan section, but there's something on there for everyone. Today I'm just making a super quick and simple breakfast of oats. You really can't go wrong when you're in a pinch and you need something that will nourish you for hours. These are just plain oats, and I like to cook them with water and then add almond milk on top when they're already mostly cooked. I threw in some green apples, but I normally throw in just whatever fruits that I have on hand to add a little bit of sweetness. I also threw over some yummy dates and hemp seeds, and that was it for breakfast. This is super simple but really satisfying, and you can add some maple syrup if you like it super sweet, but I fully devoured this just as it was. I've been really getting back into oats, especially in the winter time, but this is another overnight oat recipe that you can make in a mason jar, and you can just grab this on your way out the door. So I added oats, flax seeds, and cacao in a mason jar. I added some hazelnut butter on top of that and then topped it all off with some almond milk. This creates kind of a Nutella flavor in the oats, which is so delicious. And then you just close the lid and let it sit overnight. By the time you wake up, it should be good to go. And if you do have some extra time, you can add a little bit of maple syrup, any fruits that you have on hand. Strawberries would be really good for this. And of course, I added some hemp seeds. For lunch, I made this really delicious red Thai curry, and although the prep might take a while, the chopping and the rinsing of all the vegetables, putting it together is super simple and really doesn't take much attention. So I just chopped up garlic, onions, ginger, and whatever vegetables I had on hand. You can use absolutely any ones that you have in your fridge. And then I got some water boiling for my rice noodles, but you can also make jasmine rice or potatoes or whatever kind of carb base that you would like, if any. And I started off by just sauteing the garlic, onions, and ginger with some coconut oil, and then added in the vegetables and threw on the lid so that these would steam and get really soft and tender. I used this Thai red curry paste, and I don't know exactly how much of this I used. I kind of did it to taste. And then of course I mixed in some coconut milk. I added the kale last minute, as I usually do, so that it doesn't get overcooked and stays kind of tender. So I just threw that on top and then added the rice noodles. I added a lot of rice noodles, so it ended up looking more like a stir fry rather than a curry, but if you want, you can just pour this sauce over a bowl of rice. And I added this to my Lifesum app for lunchtime. You can easily look up what food you're eating and add the amount that you've eaten of it. And then I also really like adding a picture so I can go back and see what my meals have been looking like. This was very filling, and I had a ton of leftovers afterwards, which is great for when you're busy. And of course you can load up on the vegetables and just make so many different versions of this, but I finished this off with lime and cilantro.
Tu parles français?
Je parle un peu français.
Merry Christmas!
Nyla and I met like, how many years ago?
Like,
way
almost
back.
like 5.
Yeah, and we were dating brothers and we would hang out all the time, and we're both Scorpios, so you know, we just attract each other.
Yeah, we're thriving now, and that's all that matters.
I'm vibing.
I'm vibing. How do you freestyle sing? Yeah.
So you just sing about what you're thinking about. And it's cold out there, but it's warm with you. And there's nothing I'd rather do than to feel your warm embrace, caress my skin, kiss my face. I'm glowing from within, I can't contain the magic of right now. What are you consciously creating for yourself in this moment?
What am I consciously creating for myself right now? I'm not manifesting the right journey that the universe will attract for me.
Don't you know it's gonna be okay?
I didn't know.
As long as you connect to your brain. Not again, I was just doing my thing and you came in with the remix.
Yeah, well, you know, that's what they say about geniuses.
Wait, I just want to say that to people out of context. Well, you know, that's what they say about geniuses sometimes. Well, you know what they say about shingles. Simple things that could be said in a much more complex way, and the opposite happens as well, where it's like a really simple sentence, but I'll say it in the most ridiculous way. And I'm just, basically what I'm saying is I like you. Like after like 20 minutes.
I'm just trying to say that like I really like your aura, like your vibe, your energy is really coming out.
And like
you know?
when I'm with you, my energy just, it fucks with yours, and like I feel my spirit become awakened and I tap into a new state of being. And basically what I'm trying to say is, you're cute.
You're cute, or whatever. Homies.
For a snack, I drained and rinsed some chickpeas, then covered them in onion and garlic powder and kind of mixed all of that together. You should definitely use an excess amount of seasoning for this so that they kind of get crunchy and solidify on the outside of the chickpeas. I also added some cayenne for a little spice and then just threw it in the oven at 400 degrees for 35 minutes. The result is a satisfyingly crunchy, protein-rich snack. And another more juicy snack option are just chopped up peppers and cucumbers. These are surprisingly satisfying to me, and of course you can eat them with a dollop of hummus on the side. They do hit the spot. For dinner, I think I made one of the easiest meals of all time, starting off with making a cup of quinoa, and I just used 1 cup of quinoa to 2 cups of water, and then I added some vegetable bouillon. It's this no chicken base to give the quinoa some flavor. You basically just boil it and cover it to simmer for 15 minutes, and that's all it takes for the main part of this recipe. And then I threw it into this pan with a little bit of coconut oil and taco seasoning, just from a taco seasoning pack, but it's just paprika and cumin and some other spices you probably already have laying around in your cupboard. And then I made a cheese sauce, which is optional, but I just used a small steamed potato and then 1/4 of a red pepper with garlic and onion powder. and then a bunch of nutritional yeast with 1/4 cup of water, and it makes this cheesy, creamy sauce that looks like queso a little bit, but super red. And I proceeded to heat up my tortillas. These are just some corn tortillas, which, oh, they're just so heavenly. And I threw the quinoa in there, tried to make it look cute, added some broccoli that I steamed because I really love broccoli, so I try to eat it every single day. It also has iron, and I added some pre-made salsa to each little taco, along with cilantro, lime, and this cheese sauce, which you can also put on pasta, which is another really easy meal. But these were so delicious and took about 25 minutes to throw together, and I had a ton of quinoa taco meat left over, so it was great meal prep as well. I can't believe how well the quinoa retains the flavor of the vegetable broth and of the taco seasoning, but you can also make this with any kind of beans of your choice or jackfruit, which is something that I really love doing. But it's so good and plant-based and feels really nourishing to me. I feel like these will really fill me up. I also love using Lifesum to keep track of my workout and exercise regimen, just because this is really, really beneficial to my mental health. And if you would like to download Lifesum and get a 12-month subscription for 30% off, please check the link in my description box and explore all the ways that tracking your nutrition can help you stay aligned with your fitness goals. I just went into the steam room for like 15 minutes and it feels so good. I completely forgot how rejuvenating it is to sweat in a steam room. One good workout can really shift the way you're feeling about yourself, the state of your mind, your perspective, your energetic state.